To share remarks, we have the Executive Director from the Illinois Environmental Council, Jen Walling.
I'm Jen Walling. I'm the Executive Director of the Illinois Environmental Council. We're an organization that represents over 80 environmental groups throughout the state of Illinois, and we're part of the Clean Jobs Coalition. We are so grateful to be here today with the partners that helped to pass the Future Energy Jobs Bill. It is indeed an unusual alliance between environmental organizations and Excelon, which runs nuclear power plants, that work to pass this bill. But this partnership and coming together is an example of how big policy should get done in Springfield. We want to offer highest thanks to Governor Bruce Rauner for signing this bill today and his support, and also to the legislative leaders, including Leader Durkin, who's here today, for moving this bill along. This bill will boost renewable energy and energy efficiency and invest in low-income communities. The Future Energy Jobs Bill will lead to $12 to $15 billion in new private investment across Illinois. And this bill will create tens of thousands of new jobs all over the state. Energy efficiency measures in this bill will not only create economic growth throughout Illinois, but will save consumers money and keep rates low. Now, rhetoric on this bill in the media has labeled it a bailout or a rate increase. It is neither. It is factually neither. Not passing this bill would have increased rates in Illinois, and it would have increased carbon emissions and other dangerous air pollutants. This bill is the most significant piece of climate and clean energy policy in Illinois' history. This is the right bill for the environment, this is the right bill for jobs, and this is the right bill for Illinois. Thank you, Governor Rauner, for your support.
Please welcome to the stage our state senator, Chapin Rose. Merry Christmas, Clinton. Merry Christmas.
I had to laugh at your comments about we were literally begging people to stick around while the House could consider it, and there are too many thank yous to go around. But before I begin, I do want to recognize Helen Davis and Tyler Cravens are here from Congressman Davis's office. He is in Helen Albert. Sorry, Helen Albert here from Congressman Davis's office. He is in Washington, D.C. today. He passed on his absolute best to Clinton Wood County. He does a wonderful job for us in Congress, and we truly appreciate it. I saw Rob Winchester from Senator Mark Kirk's office in the back. Thank you, Rob, for being on behalf of Senator Kirk as well. I can begin to tell you how much Governor Rauner's leadership meant to this bill. The truth is, 2 years ago, candidate Rauner was here, and at my invitation, we stopped through the plant. And we appreciate many of you saw us out there that day. Your leadership team took time to sit us down and talk to us about the challenges in the future for the plant, and really that was the beginning of a conversation, a dialogue. And 2 years later, we're here. So if you were there that day, thank you for your hospitality when we popped through back then. But in the last 8 or 9 days of this bill, there was more activity than the preceding 18 months, and that's truly due to Governor Rauner's leadership. For this community right here, it went from 6 years to 10 years, and everybody, I say thank you to Governor Rauner for that. The other piece, Jim Mullen talked about it, Claude talked about it. The fact is, with this plan and with Quad Online, rates will be far cheaper in this state for consumers, pay far more dividends to consumers in this state. It's a simple matter of first-order economics. You can't lose the amount of supply you have in this grid with the same amount of demand without prices going up. And so we're doing the right thing here today, not just for Clinton, not just for Wood County, not just for Central Illinois, but for all of Illinois. And with that, thank you for your leadership, Governor Rauner.
Please welcome Representative Bill Mitchell.
Thank you. Good afternoon, DeWitt County. Let's give DeWitt County needs a big pat on your back because you made this happen. I know that Senator Rose and I, it's just a real blessing for us to represent all of DeWitt County in the Illinois General Assembly. We've got a few members. Now, let me cut you. Everybody hears, okay? We've got a few. Every vote, I don't know if you heard, we needed every vote to get this bill passed. And I've got some of my colleagues here, and I should introduce them. First in the Senate, Senator Jason Barrett, just from my north. Jason? My colleagues in the House, Representative Dan Brady from just north of here. Representative Mike Trine, a good friend of mine from McHenry County, came a little bit of a way. And Representative Tim Butler from the Logan County area. So we have, I've worked with all the locals, and I mean your local folks, your local elected officials are wonderful. Mayor, thank you for being here. Give the mayor a big hand. Mr. Newberg, you got tired of hearing from me over this issue, but Dave Nimmer, our county board. There's two men, besides Chapin and I, of course, who made this happen. And that would be, of course, Governor Ronner, whose assistance. And last week, the bill kind of originated in the House. I sit on the House Energy Committee, and I think Representative Rita is going to speak. So Representative Bob Rita is the chief sponsor of the bill and had more patience than Representative, I think this was Representative Rita is a Democrat, so it was truly a bipartisan bill. So welcome to DeWitt County. But it was a real touch and go issue. We knew how important, Chapin and I knew how important this power plant is to DeWitt County. We know it has 700 jobs. We know you have 12 to 1,500 trades jobs throughout the year. It was vital to the economic health of this county. Certainly your school district, nearly half of the school's revenues come from this power plant. This is really important. We knew that. But it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened without my leader, Representative Jim Durkin, and I think Representative Durkin is going to speak in a few moments. He's the House Republican leader, so he had to listen to me whine. Oh, wow. Jim, we need some more votes. We need some more votes. You know, the legislative process is kind of, sometimes you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. Because it was, I think, Bob, it was 10 amendments before we call it done. But Jim Durkin, and I kid you not, he was trying to get members to vote on it on our side of the aisle, and it would have happened with Jim. Jim came down here. I don't know if you remember, we have some employees here. Remember that hot day in July? We were out by the lake looking into the plant, hotter than you know what. But Jim promised me. He promised me he'd help make sure Clinton stayed open. And Jim Durkin kept his word. Goes without saying that the man giving DeWitt County today an early Christmas gift is the governor of the state of Illinois. His staff did a great job. They had to listen to me too. Governor, I want to thank you. It wouldn't happen. So the two guys, Bruce Ronner, Jim Durkin, they made today happen. Merry Christmas.